We've got a stone coffin just here. It says this stone coffin was recently unearthed here at the castle. So this is a real coffin, everybody, from this castle on this site. Due to its size, it is believed to be a child's coffin. Diana has just locked me in prison, and she's doing a runner. She's locked me in prison, and she's doing a runner. She's left me here all on my own. Let me out! Let me out! Well, a big hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Jana and I have come to Mount Fitchett Castle, which is close to Stansted Mount Fitchett here in Essex, and we're going to be exploring this original, very old Motte and Bailey Castle, which dates from 1066, and the site has been reconstructed, the only one of its kind in Europe, and we can have an exploration and see what we find in this incredible Norman castle. And it's just in front of us now. We're just walking up towards to go and get our tickets, and you can just see it there, everybody, just peeping out through those bushes there. Hey, look, Jana, can you see that Norman knight standing there on the on that battlement up there? Oh look, there's some deer. Just there, look. You got your camera, yeah? Your phone? Yeah, so there's some wild animals here as well. There's fallow deer. So I think we're going to enjoy this actually, aren't we? Phone ready, yeah?
Yeah.
Jana's got her phone ready. She's going to be taking some photographs, I'm sure.
I'm sure we'll take photographs for the video.
Yeah, sure. Okay, here we go. And enjoy the episode, everybody.
So windy.
Wow.
What?
Oh, so beautiful.
You're zooming in.
Well, Jana and I have got our tickets, and we've just been told we're the first people to arrive today. So at the moment, we've got Mount Fitchett Castle to ourselves. That's lovely. And Jana's taking some photographs of the deer just
I'm trying to get that white one.
just over there.
I just want the white one.
So you can actually see the earthworks here, everybody, of this old Motte and Bailey Castle, and of course the grounds have been reconstructed to show exactly what this castle was like in its heyday. Oh look, and they're all coming as well, look.
Pick it up so they can't get to it.
Yeah. He doesn't want to play. Yeah, we'll be there in a minute, darling. Just want to have a... Oh, look at you. You beauty. Yeah?
I don't want to.
No?
These goats won't stop following me.
They won't follow us because they know you've got the food.
Oh, no.
It says here, the moat of Mountfitchet Castle was a dry moat which would have been laced with pointed stakes. These were driven into the ground and sharpened with an axe, thus repelling attacks by invaders. The moat was also soaked in oil and set on fire by a burning arrow prior to the invading army advancing up the slope. Hello. I think I made a friend. I made a friend.
Oi! You down there! Halt! State your name before being allowed to pass this point.
Oh, look at that. Plague stone. There's a plague stone just there, look. It says, in times of pestilence and
You
plague,
down there!
money was perceived to be a
State your
carrier
name
of a
before being
disease.
allowed to pass this point.
Tradesmen selling an item to a buyer would ask them to drop their money into the plague stone, which would be filled with vinegar to kill any germs, etc. The seller would then fish out the money from the vinegar, hoping that it would now be safe to handle. That's really interesting, isn't it? This plague stone, look how cool that is. The main gate. The main gate or door to the castle was usually a thick iron-studded wooden door that was hard to break through. An entranceway creates problems when under a siege, as it is the weakest point on any wall. It must be able to open enough to allow supplies to be brought into the castle, yet be able to provide a solid wall to an attacking army. Tall gate towers meant that defending archers could shoot down in safety at attackers below, and as a result, fortifications were built around the main gate to most medieval castles. And here we go, everybody. And there's this main gate here. And Yana and I are about to head in.
Oi! You down there! Halt! State your name before being allowed to pass this point.
No. I love these little information points as you walk around, actually, because it really does help children learn a lot about medieval England. It says here about the crops. It says the chief crops grown in England in the 11th century were wheat, barley, rye, oats. The yield was very poor by modern standards. A sowing of 2 or 2.5 bushels to the acre of winter wheat would not yield much more than 2 bushels. A modern farmer would expect at least 3 times that amount. It's quite interesting stuff, isn't it? It's a really nice site, actually. Oh, look at this! Wow.
The Normans may have used.
Basket
If they wanted
maker.
a stalk,
Freddie likes us.
in this building,
It's in a man trap.
Get my leg out of here, kind sir.
as enforced.
The man in charge of the prison is called the constable. In front of you, you see the many punishments which were handed out to people who disobeyed the laws. If you were caught hunting the Baron's deer, you had your hand cut off, as you see happening here in front of you. Many hostages were taken and held to ransom for large sums of money. Some of the hostages were treated as house guests, but in many cases they were imprisoned in the dungeon, as you see before you here.
This area here, it says at the Pell, it says... That cockerel's a noisy one, isn't he? It says knights and squires could practice their sword and combat skills against a wooden post or pell. They would often be given wooden weapons, double the normal weight of a sword, that would be used in battle to strengthen and develop their muscles. Try your skill as a trainee knight. Look, there we go. So you pick this up, Yana, and you... Ooh. Ooh.
No. Stephen can have fun here all day and I'll go and look around.
Right, you'll go.
No.
You'll take the swords?
No.
Some goats fighting just over there, everybody. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh look, a trebuchet, or no, it's a Perrier. Okay, yeah, it was similar to a trebuchet. That's what I thought it actually was when I saw that. So this...
The goats came back.
Goats have come back, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, they're following us. So that tool there, that instrument, that's a medieval weapon. Here it's called the Perrier, and it's very similar to a trebuchet. The Perrier was a man-powered siege engine. It was built on an A-frame about 8 foot high by 10 foot base, with an arm around 15 foot long. As you can see, the rope and sling was attached to one end, and the other end was fitted with a number of ropes. It would have been manned by a team of sappers who, at the command, would pull down together, flinging the other end of the arm up and the projectile towards the besieged castle walls. And that's what will come flying towards you, everybody, those huge pieces of rock there. Where should we go now, Yana? You want to go in there, yeah? Okay.
You go upstairs.
Well, for families,
Oh my
there's
God.
a lot to see around here, everybody.
Look at all this.
Huh. Oh, look at that chicken down there, look.
A black chicken.
Yeah.
Odd.
It is odd, isn't it? That black one.
Oh, wow.
Shall we have a look? Oh no, there's some cooking here. Shall we have a look in here and see what's in here? Oh, look.
Oh, the chicken is fighting.
Oh, fine. There's a lot of fighting going on. It says pigs were important members of the livestock of the castle. From the Doomsday record of the castle, we know that there were 60 pigs kept here in 1086 and Panage Woodland for a further 1,000. Pigs were kept for food, their skins for hides, and their fat for making soap and candles.
Welcome to my kitchen. The kitchen was always situated near the Inner Bailey, so we could take the food to our master, the Baron, before it becomes cold. You will see around me some of the food we eat: apples and fruit from the orchards, fish from the river at the bottom of the castle, fresh water mussels from the ponds, as well as rabbits, duck and pheasants. Over by the fire, you will see part of a pig being smoked. Behind that, you will see a section of the wall without any door, but showing how the walls were constructed of interwoven hazel.
You don't want the chickens to come over to you, no?
They're gonna peck.
Yeah, there's loads of chickens over there, everybody, and they are chasing people around actually. And Yana's got food in her pocket.
That's why I wanted to have it.
And she's trying to get me to hold on to the food. Okay. Oh wow, in the church. We'll go and look at that. Oh, it's incredible. Look at that church over there, everybody. An old Norman church. It's amazing.
Hurry up.
This site is incredible.
You're gonna run into it.
Okay, we're going to take a little look at this bread oven. It's just there, everyone. smoking away. So there's probably some bread in there in a little. Well, there will be some bread in there in a little while. It says the bread oven. It says the design for this oven is based upon a manuscript dated about 1100, which showed that ovens were made out of stone and plastered. The oven would not be used every day, but probably once a week or fortnight. The ovens were used for more than just bread baking on baking days. It would have also been used for a full 48 hours of lowering the oven heat to cook pastries, bread, and eventually for bottling fruit, potting birds, and drying herbs or grain. There we go. It's actually a living oven. It's actually working, isn't it? Right, I'm putting Yana in the stocks now. Oh! Right, I need to get that hand.
Still got a problem.
Oh! Are you right? Oh, Yana's in the stocks.
I hate
There we go, everyone. I've got Yana in the stocks.
I hate you because I can't speak. I hate getting me out of here.
A fertility chair. It's interesting, everyone. An ancient fertility chair. It says a chair similar to this has been used since pagan times to help with fertility of both men and women. The ancient ritual was handed down over generation to generation over centuries. Persons wishing to try the magic of his mystic fertility chair must follow the strict instructions laid down by the sorcerers. First, you must be seated on the chair, cross your right foot over your left ankle whilst keeping your knees tight together. Hold your right earlobe with your left hand. Place your right hand on your left knee. Close your eyes, then repeat the word Magog 5 times for the spell to work. Can you feel the tingle? Quite interesting, isn't it? Oh, there's a coffin there, Yana, look. Look at that coffin, everybody. That's pretty cool. Right, okay, I'll grab a quick photograph of that. That's a must. We've got a stone coffin just here. It says this stone coffin was recently unearthed here at the castle. So this is a real coffin, everybody, from this castle on this site. Due to its size, it is believed to be a child's coffin. This could have been one of the Baron's own children, or maybe one of the noblemen's. It is a really grand coffin, actually, so that probably belonged to an infant. And it was unearthed here on this site. That's incredible. Oh, wow.
Coming to my church. We know from the records that there was a resident priest here at Mountfitchet Castle, which meant that it was a very important castle. The priest would have been a warrior priest, going into battle and killing people. He was not allowed to use the sword, but was allowed to use the ball and chain, or flail, which you will see later on display in the armoury. He was the only literate member of the whole of the castle community, the rest of the castle community being illiterate, and that is why you can see the paintings on the wall depicting the stories of the Bible. The weak were made to sit at the wall, hence the saying, the weak go to the wall.
Oh, it's raining, is it?
Chucking it down.
It is raining, isn't it? It's raining, everybody. We were expecting a little bit of rain today. Okay, everyone, Yana and I have run into one of these turrets because it's raining really heavy outside. So we're going to come in here and dry off. What a perfect place to get out of the rain.
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly fell. Oh, imagine being up here, Jana, in the winter, right? How cold it would have been. Oh look, there's some hand sanitizer there, darling, if you... Now from up here, everyone, we have a pretty cool view of everything outside. What do you think of it so far?
Huh?
What do you think of this site so far?
Okay.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And it stopped.
She stopped.
Never gonna stop.
Oh, well, I think it is settling down now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it stopped raining, everybody, so we're gonna head down, I think.
I don't like this.
Yeah, no, it is really steep, isn't it? You watch yourself, Lana, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna break my arm again, do I?
No, you don't.
Oh, I hate this bit. How am I supposed to get through here?
Yeah, that is really tight, isn't it? We're out. Oh yeah, wow, look at that. You can push it, darling. Push it around. Is it really tight, yeah? Maybe it goes the other way. Fire away, Jana. Huh. Pretty cool.
Try.
Right, try, Colin.
Let's see if you hit it.
And I won. Right, which way should we go?
Haunted house.
Oh, we did the haunted house last. Yeah, there is a haunted house here, and actually this site is actually haunted. There's been some there's been images captured and orbs. Some really bright orbs apparently.
Look.
And as we go around, we tell a little bit of the story of some of those hauntings.
Oh, look up.
Yeah, lovely ducks, isn't it? Don't forget you got your food in your pocket, darling.
I don't want to feed them. There's another fire one.
Yeah, we've got an open pit just here. I certainly love all of the little fine details of this incredible site. Oh, I've been followed by some ducks. They're coming for me.
Right, which one is yellow?
Yeah, I'm coming up. Are you able to get in there as well? Ah, you've got to get in there, Jana. That's pretty cool.
I'm squished.
Right, I'm gonna have to grab a photograph of this.
Let's see if Stephen can get in here because I barely couldn't. You're in!
Oh, I got in there.
It's very tight.
That's very tight.
Can you get out though?
I want to go.
Okay, we're going in. In this prison together. Oh look, some stocks there. Right, you're going to prison, Yana.
You're in here with me, so you'll go to prison.
Yana has just locked me in prison, and she's doing a runner. She's locked me in prison, and she's doing a runner. She's left me here all on my own. Let me out! Let me out!